Hello, I am John from Techgrowth Marketing, and today I'm going to talk you through how to run adverts for your MSP or IT support company. So by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly how you can run adverts for your company and how you can essentially make them successful so that they bring you more clients and make you more money. So in this video, I am not going to walk you step by step through technically what you need to do. There's plenty of that out there if you need to watch it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the strategy behind running adverts and tell you why they work or why they don't work, because that is what makes the difference. The technical ability to run an advert, whilst very, very useful, is not the core skill set that makes the advert actually become profitable. So what makes an advert actually work? What makes it profitable for your MSP or IT support company? Well, it depends on the platform. So let's look at Google Ads first, okay? Google Ads are used when someone is searching specifically for a service and then you pop up as the first result. So for example, if someone wanted help with their Office 365, they type in Office 365 and then you pay to come up at the top of the search results. Now, what are the problems with running Google Ads? Well, also what are the pros? The problems are, a lot of people do it. It's kind of the old hat way of doing things, and it's relatively easy in terms of messaging to get it right. However, as a result of everyone doing it, the costs to do it are significantly higher. So unless you are in an area and you're targeting ads very, very locally and there's still search traffic, which is unlikely, unless you are in an area where there isn't much competition, you could be finding yourself paying quite a lot just for a click. Somewhere in the region of maybe £7 to £10 per click. Now, not every person who clicks on your website is going to actually convert into being a lead, someone who wants to work with you. You'd think that they would because that's what they're searching, but some people just want to sort of research the topic. And as a result of that, you could be looking probably in the region of 100 plus clicks just to get one person to get in contact with you. So you're looking at about £700 to maybe £1,000 per lead. So that's quite expensive. However, they do want your services, you know that, because they've searched for you, okay? So Google Ads is one approach. Now there are a few ways you can make those Google Ads way more efficient, and those are, and this applies to both, essentially having the messaging on your website right. And what do I mean by having the messaging right? Well, I've talked about it in other videos on this channel, but essentially you need to understand the problems of your target audience, the people you are selling to, the business owners. Because once you understand those, you can actually sell to them in that way. So you can say, I know you're frustrated with your IT, I know you hate dealing with tech speak, we are the solution to that. And by changing your messaging to that, instead of just listing a load of services on your website with a generic contact form at the bottom, the chances of them getting in contact with you significantly higher. So Google Ads is one approach you can take, and to make it work, you would need to get the messaging right, which is what a majority of people get wrong. But the other approach is to use social media. Now, in my opinion, social media is a better approach if you have the budget, okay? Because social media requires persuasion tools. So not everyone has this ability to persuade people on social media. And as a result, you're sort of, if you can master that skill set, which is a little bit harder to master, you can put yourself ahead of your competition quite significantly. How do you do that? Exactly the same principle as on the Google ad. You have to know how to structure adverts in terms of writing the copy, which is the text element. You need to know how to use creative, which would be images and videos, to essentially persuade people to check out your website and get in touch. Now, a few points around this, okay? In terms of persuasion, the messaging is obviously key. The best thing to run ads with is a video, and that video needs to be structured in sort of a persuasive way. And there are structures you follow, simple step-by-step structures in terms of how you would write a video advert. But again, way too much depth. This is a very high-level summary of what you'd need to do. So the advantage of something like LinkedIn ads or social media ads is that even if people don't click onto your website, and you can get clicks far cheaper. I've gotten them for about 1/4 of the price of Google Ads. Even if you don't get clicks, your business is still being put in front of a whole host of different people. So even if you're not getting clicks directly through, you're building your brand visibility online because people are still seeing you, okay? You're guaranteed that people are seeing you. It's not that expensive to get yourself in front of thousands and thousands of people, something that if you try to do manually, it's going to take you a very, very long time to do. So it helps you jump ahead significantly just by spending a little bit of money. Now I'm going to give you like this little hint, this little tip that actually makes these things work even better. So there's marketing, which is whereby you first talk to someone, okay? First point of contact, right? So they either Google search you and they find you, or they see the advert you're running on LinkedIn, they click through to your website. Fantastic. But they don't commit because it's the first time they've ever heard of you, or whatever reason they forgot and moved on, etc., etc. Now, there is a very, very useful tool called remarketing, which is whereby someone visits your website, you can collect their information. Now, you can't see that information personally, but Google or LinkedIn or Facebook can store their information. They know who they are, right? Based on something called either a Facebook pixel, a LinkedIn tag, or through audiences in Google Ads, right? Now you can remarket to those people. So if someone's visited your website, you know they're interested, you can keep running ads to those same people over and over again. And that is how you make adverts really, really work. You have to combine the things I've talked about in this video. You have to have your messaging right, so you're actually talking to people's problems. You have to have an offer. That's another thing you really need to have to make it persuade. Then you need your adverts to actually be persuasive, ideally video adverts. Then you need to remarket to all these people. Now, this approach costs money. You need to hire someone who knows how to do it, first of all, and secondly, you do need a lot of budget to put into this. So if you're approaching this and you have a very low budget, and by low budget I mean a few £100s a month, it's probably not going to work for you because you'll be rolling the dice. What you need is a strong budget. So you need minimum, bare minimum £500 a month, but ideally you'd be looking at £1,000 to £1,500 a month. Obviously I'm speaking in pounds, convert it for dollars, roughly the same. And that's to sort of guarantee you're going to get results. Now, you might be thinking, well, this approach is for me, I have that budget, how do I go about it? Well, good news is my company, Techgrowth Marketing, is giving away free strategy audits. So if you want to know what the best approach for you would be, how to write those persuasive ads, everything like that, just send me a message. There is a link in the description below to our website. There's an application form on there. Fill it out and a member of our team will give you a call, and basically you'll get some one-on-one time with me entirely for free, and I'll ask you some questions about your business and figure out specifically what the best strategy is for you. So by the end of that session, you'll know what that is. And if you are thinking, well, I don't have that kind of budget, ads probably wouldn't work for me, I'd still get in contact because there are other marketing approaches that aren't necessarily ads that do work. They just use a different resource. They use time instead of money, which I've talked about in other videos. So I hope this has been very helpful. High level, that is exactly what you need to make adverts work. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Leave a like, comment below, just say hello and I will get back to you personally. And as I say, if you're interested, by all means, submit a application for a free strategy call. Cheers, I've been John of Techgrowth Marketing.